What's happening, sports fans? Welcome back to another episode of Mom and Papa Joe. You guys have really enjoyed our oven series, so today we've got another good one for you. A beautiful rack of Dino Ribs. Let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is our Dino Ribs. I didn't buy it. I traded with a buddy of mine. It looks pretty good. It's a little small. It only weighs about 4.5 pounds, and it's from Midland Meats. So it's great quality. It's not going to require any trimming. The membrane appears to have already been removed. If it hasn't, there isn't much of it left. Actually, there's some pieces, some bone exposed, but nothing to do there. The one thing I don't like is that the entire fat cap has been removed. You've seen our previous beef rib videos. I love that fat cap. It really helps to protect the meat. But nevertheless, we're going to make this happen in the oven. So before we get to seasoning, I'm going to do something I've never done before. You know, the object of these oven videos are always to make them look as off the pit as I possibly can. What I've got here is about 3/8 of a cup of water. So just under a 1/4 cup, I'm going to be using some prog powder, some curing salt, number 1. This is what I would use on pastrami or something along those lines. This is a 1/4 teaspoon, so just a small amount. And I hope that's going to be enough to give us a little fake ring. We'll find out at the end of this cook. And we're going to pour this into my little spritz bottle. And all we're going to do here, folks, is just give this a light misting on all sides. It's going to act as a binder as well as give us a little bit of that ring, that pink ring that will really make it hard to tell whether this came off the pit or was done in the oven. I'm going to give this about 5 minutes before I start seasoning. These are the rubs we're going to be using today. I'm going to go with a heavy coat of my Grand Oaks beef rub. Again, the granules nice and large. And then a cover of double garlic butter from Boar's Night Out. I think that's going to be a great compliment. And folks, you know, this is for whatever reason, this is an intimidating piece of meat. But I'm here to show you today that it is not difficult to cook. It's large, but it's very simple. Just dropping some on here, making sure it gets in there. And again, large piece of meat. Don't be afraid to put this rub on it. And I always season both sides. A little double garlic butter. Come back to this meat side. A little double garlic butter. So I'm going to turn my oven on, get it preheated to 250. I'm going to cook this a little lower than I normally would. Our oven is preheated to 250. Folks, you can cook this a lot faster. You could do 275 or you could do 300. But this rack is extremely well marbled. I'm not in any rush. It's early. We're going to put this in a rack just to ensure proper airflow. Got a nice sweat going, broken down nicely. I've emptied my spritz bottle, but I'm thinking without that fat cap, I might have to spritz. If that's the case, I'll go with 1 part vinegar to 3 parts water in my spritz bottle. That simple. Let's head to the oven. All right, so once again, 250 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm pretty much in the center. This is a convection oven. I am on the roast setting. I'll be back down here in about 2 hours or so. 2 hours and 45 minutes, folks. Let's take a look. We're getting some oil building up at the bottom. Based on what temp you're cooking, if you're at 300, you might start seeing a little smoke from that oil. If that's the case, add a little water to the bottom of the pan. It won't hurt anything. Right now, we're not going to do anything. Starting to see a little weep in there. All right, that fat is starting to break down. We're getting that pullback as expected. We're going to let this go another hour to hour and a half. We'll get a temp, and we should have that color, and then we'll start thinking about wrapping. Nice and slow. 4-hour mark. Haha, oh yeah, now we're rendering. We got lots of oil, as you can see. We're nice and wet up top. I want to be 180 plus. All right, 185, 186. I like that color. We're going to pull this out and we're going to put it in some butcher paper. Again, folks, we're mimicking cooking on the grill, man. Oh yeah, that bark is a little on the crunchy side. This butcher paper is going to soften that. We haven't used our spritz. I'm just going to soften this butcher paper, make it more pliable, easier to fold. I'm actually going to use a little bit of this oil from the pan. A little bit of this tallow right here. Soften that up. Let's go meat down. I'm going to put another sheet on there. And we're back into the oven. And I'm looking to finish this someplace in the neighborhood of 210 to 212. Very marble cut, so I really want to gellify that fat. 2 hours wrapped, folks. We are at 6 hours total. And I checked it about a half hour ago and we were pretty close, so I think we are good to go. That says right there, that one is, and man, it is probing like butter. All right, 210. We're gonna pull this, all right, and we're gonna get it a nice rest. We're gonna cover it with a little piece of foil, just loosely. All right, we've given this well over an hour of rest. It still feels a little warm. Man, look at all that good tallow. I'm gonna save that. Let's see what we're working with. Here we are, let's knock this out, man. Oh. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. That is beautiful. Let's get a second. You can definitely see a little ring, man. Mm-hmm. You can definitely see a little ring. Wow. Well cooked. Nicely rendered. That's that little separation I always speak of. When you've taken it all the way it needs to go. This is just absolute money. Look at how well that rendered. Mama, you get the first piece.
Oh my goodness. I want another piece.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That is an awesome combination. That Grand Oaks with that Boar's Night garlic, double garlic butter. Wow. How simple was that, folks? Not a whole lot of moving pieces, man. If you wanted to speed things up, you could crank your oven to 275 or even 300. So once again, you want some good meat, good barbecue. You could put some sauce on this and you don't have a grill or you can't grill or you're intimidated by this piece of meat, you're in an apartment or a condo or someplace where you can't grill, this will get it done for you. I guarantee it.
Yep.
I want you to check the process, the recipe in the description and try it. Let me know if you ever do. Thank you guys so much again for hanging out with Mom and Papa Joe. We really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for another video coming very soon. And as always, Mom and I want you guys to take care of yourselves, love each other, and we'll see you when we see you. Holla.